According to the Cambridge Dictionary, motorsport is defined as the sport of driving cars or motorcycles in a race around the track or course. While this definition is technically accurate, it fails to capture the broader significance of motorsport as a competitive, cultural and technological phenomenon. Motorsport represents the convergence of advanced engineering, human performance and strategic decision making, where success depends as much on innovation and precision as it does on speed. My interest in motorsport developed progressively over time. It began with toy vehicles, evolved through racing video games, and ultimately translated into direct, practical involvement through working on my own race car during my university studies. This pathway is not unique. Over recent decades, video games have played a significant role in introducing new audiences to motorsport. As the number of racing titles released each year has increased, a corresponding growth in fan engagement can be observed. Inevitably, many newcomers are first exposed to global dominant series such as Formula 1 and NASCAR. However, these championships represent only a small subset of motorsport as a whole. The purpose of this video series is to introduce or broaden the awareness of the diverse range of motorsport disciplines that exist beyond the mainstream, some of which receive comparatively little public attention. I hope that this exploration will encourage a deeper appreciation of the sport and potentially lead you to discover a new area of interest. You may find a new favourite. Let me know in the comments if you do. And as a side note, I will not be discussing any motorcycle racing in this video. I will begin with the most popular discipline, circuit racing. In this category, outright top speed is not the sole priority. Vehicles are engineered to deliver strong cornering performance, effective braking, and the durability required to sustain prolonged racing conditions in most series. Circuit racing encompasses a wide range of subcategories, the primary ones being open wheel, sports car and prototypes, touring cars, truck racing, karting, and stock cars. The entry-level fundamental form of circuit racing is using karts, and is often regarded as the foundation for professional careers. A kart is a lightweight, single-seat, open-wheel vehicle with a rigid chassis, rear axle drive and direct steering, relying on chassis flex and tyre deformation for compliance and grip. Drivers will usually take part in this category very early on in their career, usually starting at the age of about 5 to 7, and will progress up to the various categories I will discuss later in this video. Some of the large championships are FIA Karting World Championship, British Kart Championships, and SK USA Super Nationals. An honourable mention that is not so entry level or fundamental to the progression of professional drivers are superkarts. Superkarts are high performance aerodynamic racing karts designed for full-size car circuits, capable of speeds exceeding 250 km an hour and 0 to 100 km an hour in under 3 seconds. They feature 250cc two-stroke engines, full bodywork and four-wheel braking with ridiculous power-to-weight ratios. Next is club racing, which typically operates at the amateur or semi-professional level, allowing racing enthusiasts to enter their own vehicles into events organised by local or national motorsport clubs. These championships often feature a wide range of vehicle classes governed by cost-controlled technical regulations and safety standards, enabling broad accessibility while maintaining competitive integrity. Club racing plays a critical role in grassroots motorsport, serving as both an entry point for new competitors and as a platform for experienced drivers who compete outside of full-time professional programs. These events can be some of the most entertaining to watch and the best opportunity to see a real race cars up close. As you may have seen in my previous videos at British circuits such as Donington Park and Alton Park, the paddocks are usually open for you to take a look around and appreciate the cars up close. I cannot recommend these events more as they are relatively cheap and really worth the money. Some examples of racing series within this category are the BRSCC Championship, which usually run with a Mazda MX-5 Super Cup, or the Fiesta Junior Championship, the CSCC and the MG Car Club Racing Championships, These are a few examples of British championships, and of course there are other racing clubs across other nations. Progressing further, touring car racing represents one of the most widely contested forms of circuit competition. Touring cars are heavily modified versions of production vehicles, retaining their original silhouette while incorporating racing-specific components such as upgraded suspension systems, aerodynamic aids and safety structures. These championships are characterised by close quarters racing, durability requirements and a strong connection to road-going vehicles. Championships in this discipline tend to be national or regional, such as the BTCC, TCR, DTM and Australian supercars. Beyond touring cars lies sports car racing, which encompasses both GT cars and purpose-built prototypes. GT cars are based on high-performance road vehicles and are modified extensively for endurance competition, balancing performance with reliability over long race distances. These usually fall into the GT3 or GT4 regulations, which dictate performance limits and design constraints. Prototype classes, in contrast, are designed without production constraints, allowing for advanced aerodynamics, lightweight materials, and cutting-edge powertrain technologies. This category places significant emphasis on engineering efficiency, thermal management, and can be split into LMP3, LMP2, and hypercars. Many racing series involve multi-class racing, where the previously mentioned types of sports cars race simultaneously on the same track with prototypes, resulting in many overtakes and careful strategy to prevent higher class cars from getting stuck behind the lower class cars. Some of the sports car championships include the European Le Mans Series, the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, the British GT Championship, and of course the WEC. At the pinnacle of circuit racing lies professional open wheel competition, structured in a clear development ladder from Formula 3 through Formula 2 to Formula 1. These categories feature purpose-built single-seater vehicles designed to achieve minimal mass, extremely high power-to-weight ratios, and exceptional aerodynamic efficiency. Carbon fibre monocoques, advanced suspension geometries, and highly optimised aerodynamic packages enable extremely high cornering and braking performance. As the hierarchy progresses upwards, technical complexity and performance increases, culminating in Formula 1, one of the most lucrative and widely watched forms of motorsport, where hybrid power units, sophisticated energy recovery systems, and tightly integrated aerodynamics place significant emphasis on efficiency, thermal management, and system optimization. Success at this level depends not only on elite driver ability, but also on continuous technical development, precise vehicle setup, and flawless operational execution from the engineering team. There are examples of lower tier Formula Series that are mainly regional, such as Formula 4, which are usually national competitions, Formula Regional, forming a middle ground between F4 and F3 in terms of performance and opportunity, and Super Formula. In parallel, stock car and truck racing represent a distinct branch of circuit racing, predominantly contested on oval and hybrid circuits. These vehicles are designed to withstand sustained high-speed operation and close quarters racing, placing a strong emphasis on mechanical robustness, durability and thermal resilience. Compared to open-wheel cars, aerodynamic complexity is deliberately limited, shifting the performance focus towards chassis tuning, suspension compliance and power delivery consistency. Despite their relatively simple appearance, performance in stock car and truck racing is highly sensitive to vehicle setup, tyre wear characteristics and fuel strategy, particularly over a long race distance where small mechanical inefficiencies can accumulate into significant performance losses. Prominent examples of this discipline include the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and the ARCA Menard Series. Collectively, these sub-disciplines illustrate the breadth of circuit racing, forming a structured progression from grassroots competition to the highest level of professional motorsport, each stage introducing increasing technical complexity, performance demands, and operational scale. I hope this was insightful of some of the examples of the wide scope of circuit racing. Of course, this is not the full extent of motorsport. More disciplines will be discussed in future videos, so I hope you subscribe to make sure you do not miss those. If there's any particular disciplines you're interested to learn about, feel free to leave a request in the comments. Thank you for watching.